In this video, I want to talk about the different things that could go wrong with your tank. Now, I've been very lucky, and over the last 20 years that I've been dealing with fish, I've never had any major issues. I've never had a heater fail on me, never had anything go wrong that was outside of the ordinary, such as like water-related issues. But this summer, I've had everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So first things first, I have an ice cap ATO, which my cat started playing around with the hosing and caused it to come out. Needless to say, morning time came. I had about 5 gallons of water on the floor. The good thing about the ice cap ATO is after 5 minutes of it spilling water all over the place, the alarm goes on and it stops for a little bit. So this is why I only had 5 gallons as opposed to 10. The next piece would be my heater failing. Now this part, this part was quite substantial. I had a JBJ controller. That would be this thing right here. So I spent about $100 on this unit that came with a titanium heater, and I had it for about 8 months before it gave me the issue. What I had was the temperature was fluctuating on this unit anywhere between 60 to 90 degrees, which is quite a substantial swing. This caused my heater to intermittently go on and go off at various random times. I called JBJ. They told me that I have to replace the probe every 3 months. Now, here's the thing. Nowhere is it listed that the probe needs to be replaced every 3 months. And when you spend $100 on a heater with a controller, you expect it to last a little more than 3 months. In any case, it is what it is. Next order of business, I had temperature fluctuations due to AC, and it was just a mess. Unfortunately, so one time I went away for a week, had my father take care of the tank, and he overfed it. In addition to my ATO reservoir running out of water, causing my pump to run dry. So after this, I pretty much had enough, and I finally bit the bullet. And when I say bit the bullet, I got an Apex. Really did not want to go this route. I've never had any issues, but I felt at this point, with all the equipment that I have going on, and although failure for me was not something that I was experiencing often, given the fact that I've experienced so much failure in such a short period of time, I felt it was important to get one of these things. Since I've gotten this, a lot of things started to come into play. One, I stopped losing corals as much as I used to. And again, the reason why I was losing corals was temperature fluctuations was the biggest piece, and I'm talking about plus minus 4 to 5 degrees in a 24-hour period, which is absolutely terrible. I got this little fancy fan on Amazon. It was only $26, and this fan keeps my temperature steady at a nice, lovely 76.9 to 77.4. That never really goes above that. Since then, everything's been pretty much working quite smoothly. I got an Apex automatic feeder, which I only use when I go away. And one thing I gotta say, the food that it comes with is really good. I'm not really a fan of pellets. I only feed frozen food. But when I was gone for this past week and I was using these pellets exclusively, I noticed quite a substantial growth on all of my corals. With that said, I've also see some algae coming up on my tank a little more often than I have. My phosphates are still testing at a .04, but I don't know why I'm getting so much algae growth. In my last video, I also added refugium, and I changed my ATO to an Apex one. Now, the ice cap ATO, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great ATO, but if you're going to be away from your tank and you have an Apex controller, I strongly recommend getting this type of an ATO system. Also, for those people who watch this video that are going to say that my sump level is a little too high, yes it is. I'm still trying to calibrate the ATO as to where I want to keep it going. So my sump level is definitely a little too high right now. Other than that, everything's been going smoothly for the last 2 weeks. The Apex has been really a lot easier to use than I originally anticipated. The setup was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I did have some issues with probe calibration, but once I figured that out, it was pretty much smooth sailing from that point on. So if you guys have any questions, please comment below. If you like the videos that I provide, subscribe to my channel. Usually I do about 1 to 2 videos a month. If there's a particular topic that you guys want me to cover, let me know.